Hi everyone, this is RAYKI Lab. Today I'm co-hosting with Dan. Guru Dan.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
Hey guys.
Yeah, and we have a few folks attending. Before we start the class, I like to go over the current affair, current event. As we are feeling this energy, right? A little anxious energy now, because clearly you are in a kind of stuck inside a home or a house, and there are quite a few things happening, and this is something quite strange. It is not like a typical kind of straight out fear programming. For example, there is a uprising somewhere, or the hint of some kind of war, um, or some kind of political, you know, um, charged, the things happening. And instead, it's pandemic type of situation. And then we all are somewhat pre-programmed for things like this, because in the human history, things like this happen. Perhaps many of you remember the much worse things than this. And then also those film and media, you know, not going to let us go free in that sense either. Um, so there are a lot of fear or theory, as well as positive things, right? The people coming together in a very new way. But I also have to say that there are a lot of disinformation. And then also people are stuck in the middle or stuck somewhere that which information to trust, as well as uncertainty, right? The question kind of comes to your mind every time you go in a bathroom, perhaps, right? Or preparing a meal, because we start to thinking about how long this is going to last. So the one thing I would like to mention here is that each moment we ponder, or we cast our thought, right, and start to form idea. This process may take a while, but each time we think, you are creating something. Okay, what I like to say is, each time make sure you choose consciously how your brain processing that each moment. You have a choice how to direct your thought, and whether you go forward with this idea, this thought, and to form an idea, right? And how you share your thought, idea to others. It is the best thing, it is better to stop and align yourself before you proceed, right? Build up the certain thought process, right? Especially when the things are in motion. So this is a great opportunity for many people. Have to stay home. There are a little bit more time. A little bit more time now to re-examine the current affair, the media, and your belief system, perhaps. Not so much to pass judgment, but stop and look and review why this particular information hit you harder than others. Why certain information feel very right or trigger a fear, anxiety, right? Or kind of linger in your thought process, because it is very important. Whatever the information, or perhaps a random number, right? You notice each time that is a reason. There is a resonance, there's alignment, or there's some match within you to that thing. So I give you some example. There are certain sequence, the number, right? Some people say, I see this all the time. It could be, for Tesla, it was 369, right? For some people, 1111. Others have a little bit more random number, but start to seeing it everywhere to the point where the room number in a hotel or the last digit of a telephone number start to lining up. It is not so much of what those numbers signifies, but it is you have a receiver to that. Because the number is frankly everywhere, but it's only come to you, correct? So you have a specific affinity to that thing. Same thing about this virus, okay? There is a certain people has more of the affinity to this than others. Some difference is that some of those things are programmed with mass. The collective people, right? The collective are programmed or have a receiver to the certain thing. So it is important to notice it. Once you notice it, you are already step forward to the consciousness exploring journey. Because if you are not aware of it, we don't even have this conversation. Now, a lot of people, maybe not so many of them, but some people going to a little bit more polarized view. Again, it's nothing wrong with it, because we all have to go through this phase. When you go over the line, it becomes so-called conspiracy. Okay? Or maybe other direction, not necessarily opposite, but another polarized view could be overly spiritual or religious, whatever the term you use. Something like, oh, everything gonna be taken care by my God, right? So I don't need to worry anything. So those are both polarized views. Now, it is all fine. We're going through some phase like this. Each phase or each piece of information has a certain truth. So your job is to line those things up like a detective, okay? okay, those information resonate well with me. Make a note of it because there is some importance, or maybe not importance, but there's just something in you working as the receiver to that signature. So again, I'm going back to talk in terms of energetic signature. Everything is energy. More precisely, come with frequency. Right? Frequency is made of vibration and oscillation. Right? It's kind of like a wave, the current in the ocean. So as you could see in this picture, you see the current, the waves. It is all waves, isn't it? It's one big ocean. If you look at individual current wave, there's no same wave. Each wave is different. So this is basically the frequency. Everything is energy. Everything is water. But each current comes with a specific shape, depth, or information. Some of those currents control more mass or can lead to the mass, and some are perhaps very specific to you and very smaller collective. But one can't deny each one of those things are current. So I don't want you to bombard it with all the different information, because you are going to focus on whatever resonates well with you. So today we're going to practice how do you know which information is useful and which information is more authentic to your energy signature. There are lots of artificial intelligence generating many different frequencies to reach you or increase the noise, the background, to confuse you, to misalign you, right? So our job is to align ourselves each moment and being a conscious observer, and always, always send forgiveness forward, backward, and present now moment. And it is okay to be judgmental. It is okay to make a mistake, because we all do sometimes. But you always come back to the center point. Now, in order to help people who are at the beginning of this journey or deepen understanding, more, go deeper into development of spirituality, I'm creating the membership, so it is going to be easier for you, so you don't need to only 20, I believe $20 or $24 a month. You could come weekly class without paying additional fee. And we are also going to host monthly study group to go far deeper into the ascension and a lot of propaganda and the things that they talk about the human history, where we come from, what is the truth, which information we could trust. And we're going to go through the current event, different thought leaders, theories, in a way that we all could understand. So here it is. It's called membership under this website. Okay, let's stop the recording here so that we could start the class.